Sairam class 5. Welcome to maths class. Let us start today's class by chanting Omkar 3 times. Om. Yes, children. Yesterday, we learned to create equivalent fractions by multiplication method. I hope you remember that. Today, we will learn to create equivalent fractions by division method. Also, we will learn addition and subtraction of like fractions. Let us move to Tata class Edge to learn the division method. Children, am I audible to you? Am I audible to you, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Thank you, thank you. I'm going to Tata class search. I'm going to type our school's name. Sai Vidya Vihar Guna, username and password. I'm going to sign in. I hope soon we will reach class 5. Yes, we reached class 5. We are moving to equivalent fractions. Yes, children. This video you have already seen yesterday, so I don't want to show you that. Today, this also you have seen, so I am going to skip.
We can find equivalent fraction by two methods. First, by the multiplication method, and the second one by the division method.
Okay, children, yesterday we learned multiplication method. So today we are going to learn division method only.
Click on a method to know more about it.
So I am clicking on division method. Yesterday we clicked on multiplication method and we learned that. Okay, let us go.
To get an equivalent fraction with smaller numerators and denominators, we can divide the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same non-zero number. Let's find a fraction equivalent to 12 upon 20 by the division method. Dividing the numerator and denominator of this fraction by 2 to get 6 upon 10. So, 12 upon 20 and 6 upon 10 are equivalent fractions.
Okay, children. I hope you
Also divide its numerator by 4 to get another equivalent fraction, 3 upon 5.
Okay, let me stop here. I hope you understood it. Still, I shall explain it. See, the given fraction is 12 upon 20. And we are here applying division method. So what we have to do is, we have to select such a number by which we can divide 12 also, 20 also. So you know, 2 is such a number by which we can divide 12 also, 20 also. But in this Tata class Edge class, instead of 2, they have taken 4. But the rule is only this, you have to select the same number. Don't select 2 here, numerator side, and don't select 4 here in the denominator side. If you select 4 for both numerator and denominator. Otherwise, if you select 2, select 2 for both numerator and denominator. It is up to us. It is our choice which number is to be selected. But the number which we select should be divisible by this number should be divisible by the number by which we select. See what they have done here. 12. 12 is divided by 4. 4 stable till 12. What do you get? 3. 20 also divided by 4. 4 stable till 20. You got 5. So that means 12 by 20, its equivalent fraction is 3 by 5. Did you understand? Okay. Now let us move further.
So, the fractions 12 upon 20, 6 upon 10 and 3 upon 5 are equivalent fractions. Find the fractions equivalent.
This we have already done yesterday, so I am skipping that.
Let's summarize what we have learned so far.
This is the summary. Yes, we have learned so far about equivalent fractions, all these points. First point is this: equivalent fractions are the fractions that represent the same part of the whole. You may be remembering that video about pizza. 3 children were sharing pizza in 3 different ways. And the first child cut the pizza into 2 pieces. Second one cut it into 4 pieces. And the third child cut it into 8 pieces. I hope you remember. Do you remember it, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. Okay, now coming to the second point. This is all about how to find out equivalent fraction by multiplication method. See, one example is shown here. The given fraction is 1 by 3 and they have multiplied the numerator as well as the denominator by the same number to get equivalent fraction. This method is called multiplication method. 1 3s are 3, 3 3s are 9. Here it is written, to find a fraction equivalent to a given fraction, multiply its numerator and denominator by the same non-zero number. Yesterday also I explained what is the meaning of non-zero number, the number other than 0. Then coming to the third box, here it is written, the division method is shown. 12 upon 20. They are trying to find out one equivalent fraction of 12 upon 20. 12 and 20, they have divided by 2. Okay. 12 divided by 2 is, it should be 6 here. That means this is a mistake here actually. Something is mistaken. It is mistake. So I shall tell you the correct one. 12 divided by 2. And you know what is 12 divided by 2? 12 divided by 2 should be 6. Here it should be 6. And 20 divided by 2, here it should be, what is 20 divided by 2? 10. So it should be 6 by 10. Okay. So you should remember the correction. This is a mistake here. Then to find a fraction equivalent to a given fraction, divide its numerator and the denominator by the same non-zero number. To understand, find the equivalent fraction by division method, the only one thing you have to keep in mind is we should divide both numerator and denominator by the same number, and it should be divisible also. It should be, no remainder should come. It should be completely divisible also. So let us try to do some questions of this type for practice. For that, I am going back to, from here, I am going to log out from Tata ClassEdge. And we can do a worksheet. Okay, children? Okay.
Yes,
Finding,
ma'am.
finding equivalent fraction. Okay. So the method here is division method. Okay. So let us take one fraction here. Say 12 upon 16. Okay, and here in this example, whatever fraction I have written in red, they are equivalent fractions. Okay, so 12 by 16 is taken, and think about 12 by 16. So try to find out some number from the multiplication table by which this 12 is also divisible. 6 is also divisible. Divisible means these two numbers should come in the table of the same number. For example, if you take 12 and 16, you know very easily that 12 is coming in the table of 2. 12 is coming in the table. 16 is coming in the table of 2. Both 12 and 6 are coming in the table of 2. Is it not? That is called divisible. Okay. Then, so here we selected 2. And children, do you find any other option other than 2? Is there any table in which 12 and 16 both are coming? Think. Do you get any answer? See, think about the table of 4. 4 1 is 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12. That means in 4's table 12 is coming. Then next line 4 4s are 16. That means in 12's table, in 4's table 16 is also coming. So if you want, you can take 2. Otherwise you can take 4 also. There is no problem. Okay. Did you understand it? There is no rule that 2 should be taken. You can take 4 also, no problem. If divisible, if it is coming in the table, if both the numbers are coming in the table, we can take that. Okay, here I have started with 2 because it's beginning. 12 divided by 2. Whenever you divide by 2, you can simply think that divide by 2 means half of the number. So 12, what is the half of 12? It is 6. Half of 16, it is 8. So you got another fraction which is written in red. 6 upon 8. 6 by 8. 6 over 8. Okay. So 12 upon 16 and 6 upon 8 are equivalent fraction. Okay. So, and you know 6 by 8, when you take this number, you know that this number 6 and this number 8 can be divided by 2 again, because 6 is also coming in the table of 2. 8 is also coming in the table of 2. Okay. So if you want to find out more equivalent fractions, again you can continue this process of division. 6 divided by 2, as I told, half of 6, what is it? 3. Half of 8, it is 4. So 3 upon 4 is also an equivalent fraction of 12 upon 16. We can say 12 upon 16, 6 upon 8 and 3 upon 4 all are equivalent fraction. Now children, you see, if you try again to make equivalent fraction, 3 and 4 are such numbers where we cannot find this type of similar divisible numbers other than 1. Is it not? So we cannot find more equivalent fractions by division method. That means yesterday we learned by multiplication method we can find as many equivalent fractions as possible. But in division method there is a limit. Did you understand this fact? It stops somewhere. Okay. Now let us take another example. 24 divided by 30. Okay. The easiest number for the beginners is 2. If it is divisible by 2, you divide by 2. You will get an equivalent fraction. Okay. After doing so many questions, you will become expert. Then you can take big numbers also. There is no problem. There is no harm. Okay. 24, you know, it is an even number. So it is divisible by 2. 30 is also an even number. So it is divisible by 2. You know already that all even numbers are divisible by 2. Remember like that. If you find numerator, denominator both are even, you can divide by 2. Okay. 24 divided by 2 means half of 24. It is 12. 30 divided by 2, half of 30, it is 15. So you got one equivalent fraction. Its name is 12 upon 15. Okay. If you want to find one more equivalent fraction, there is chance for that. Children, are you following me? Yes, children? Are you following?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Can
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand? Can you understand? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. Very good, very good. Now I'm continuing. 12 and 15, you see, 12 is coming in the table of 2. But is 15 coming in the table of 2? No. So we cannot take 2 again. So let us try 3. Is 12 coming in the table of 3? You know, 3 4s are 12. 3 5s are 15. So 12 and 15 both are coming in the table of 3. So you can divide by 3. Okay. 12 divided by 3 is 3 4s are 12 for here. 3 5s are 15, 5 here. So you got a new fraction on 4 upon 5. It is an equivalent fraction of 12 upon 15, 24 upon 30 also. That means all these three, this, and this, all the three are equivalent fractions. Things are getting clear? Okay, now we are going to another example. 40 by 60. Okay, then 40 even number, 60 even number. You can divide by 2. 40 divided by 2 is 20. Half of 40. 60 divided by 2 is 30. You got one equivalent fraction, 20 by 30. And you know 20 and 30. If you want, you can again divide by 2. But I want to make a change. So I took 5. Children, is 20 coming in the table of 5? Yes. If 30 coming in the table of 5? Yes. And then is it anything wrong if you take 5? No. So you can take, no problem. 20 divided by 5 is 5 stable till 20. 5 4s are 20 and 5 6 are 30. So you got 4 by 6. So we can say 40 by 60, 20 by 30 and 4 by 6. They are all equivalent fractions. Which method we adopted? We used here? We used division method. Since we use division method, there is a limitation for equivalent fractions. And see this 4 upon 6. Children, what do you think? Can you make it still smaller by division? Yes? You can divide this by 2, this by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 2 upon 3. And after that, we can't do. It will come to a stop. Did you understand, children? Yes or no? Yes, very good, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good, very good. You are very carefully listening. Then next example, 48 by 60. Here you see 48, 60 are both are even numbers. Still, for a change, I took 6. You know, in 6 table, 48 is coming. In 6 table, 60 is coming. Is it not? Okay, 6 8s are 48. So I wrote 8 here. 6 10s are 60. So I wrote 10 here. So what is the new equivalent fraction? 8 upon 10. 8 and 10, you know, this both can be divided by 2. 8 half is 4. 10 half is 5. So you got one more equivalent fraction. After that, can you make one more? No, because there is no such a number other than 1 which comes in the table. Okay, so that's all. Now try yourself. I have given 3 questions for yourself to try and see whether you are able to do it or not. You can note it down in your notebook. But first one is 50 by 80. Second one is 28 by 48. Third one is 30 by 30. 6. And try the method and see whether you are able to do it or not. Okay. Now, as I told in the beginning, yesterday we discussed about like fractions. Children, do you remember what are like fractions? Fractions with the same denominator are called like fraction. Okay. So, adding or subtracting like fractions is very simple. Yesterday in the class we did it also. I explained it, but I did not give you any question. Okay. See, first fraction is 5 by 6 and second fraction is 3 by 6. Okay. And 5 by 6, here the denominator is 6. Here also denominator is 6. So they are like fractions and we are going to add them. Okay. Okay. Then 5, when to add the like fractions, what we have to do is, yesterday I told you, add the numerators and write the denominator as it is. Here I have given that clue. Numerators are added. So what are the numerators in the first question? 5 and 3. What is 5 plus 3? 8. Okay. 8 upon 6. 8 by 6. Okay. You may be wondering, in all the examples, the numerator was smaller and denominator was bigger. So there should not be any misunderstanding. This type of fractions are also there that you will learn in detail later. Okay. Then second question. 4 upon 7 plus 2 upon 7. Here the denominators are 7 in both the fractions. So they are like fractions and we are going to add them. So what we have to do is add the numerators. 4 plus 2. What is 4 plus 2? 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 upon 7. Are you following, children? Hello, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
Any
Yes,
doubt?
ma'am.
Any doubt?
No,
No.
ma'am.
Good. Okay. Question number 3. 10 by 15 plus 5 by 15. Both are like fractions. No need to explain. You understood now. Okay. Then when you add the numerators, 10 plus 5, 15. So what is this? Fraction. 15 out of 15. And I remember you become very happy when you get 10 out of 10. Is it not? 10 out of 10 means full. Full means whole. है ना? Okay.
Whole.
This suppose if it is a mark of the test, 15 out of 15 means you got full mark. Full means half. Full means whole. I'm sorry. Whole. Full means whole. Okay. Then now we are going to subtraction of like fractions. Let us subtract like fractions. Okay. One example. 6 upon 10 minus 3 upon 10. Here also the rule is just the same. Denominator will remain the same. We will subtract the numerators. Here I have written subtract numerators. 6 minus 3. What is 6 minus 3? 6 minus 3 is 3. You have written that 3 and denominator remains the same. So what's the answer? 3 upon 10. One more example. 4 upon 7 minus 1 upon 7. We have to subtract the numerators. 4 minus 1 equal to 3. So the fraction is, the answer is 3 upon 7. One more example. 6 upon 8 minus 2 upon 8. Here also you have to subtract the numerator. 6 minus 2. 6 minus 2 is 4 and denominator remains the same. So the fraction is 4 upon 8. Okay. Then another question. 11 upon 15 minus 3 upon 15 is equal to, we have to subtract the numerators. 11 minus 3. What is that? 8. Denominator is 15. So the answer is 8 by 15. So there is only one difference in addition and subtraction. In addition, we have to add the numerators, and in subtraction, we have to subtract the numerators. In both the cases, the denominator will remain the same. Will you add the numerators in denominators in addition? No. Will you subtract the denominators in subtraction? No. Only numerators will be added in addition and numerators will be subtracted in subtraction. Okay. Now, again, 2-3 questions for you to try. Okay. Write and try. Write, do it, try it and see. 6 upon 11 minus 3 upon 11. Second, sorry, here a mistake is there. 5 upon 6, let it be minus 1 by 6, 1 upon 6. And third question, 24 upon 30 minus 23 upon, you write this also 30. Okay, 23 upon 30. You write this also 30. 30.
Yes, ma'am.
Two
Yes,
changes
ma'am.
you have to make in second question. Please change this plus to minus. And in third question, please change this 24 to 30. Okay. Did you understand?
ma'am.
Did you make
Yes,
the correction?
Yes,
When
ma'am.
you write down, you correct it and
Okay,
write. Here minus and here 30. Is it okay, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts to anyone? Everything is clear?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Everything is clear, ma'am.
Everything is clear. That means this is too much for you for one day. So we shall wind up the class for today by chanting Shanti Path. Okay, children? All of you join your hands. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, children, we will meet tomorrow. Till then, bye. Take care.